Welcome everyone back to Rooted in Design. Today I'm excited to talk about the process of designing a custom home. So I'm going to be walking you through from the beginning to end and hope it inspires you to take the leap into bringing to life your dream home. So let's talk about property. When you're trying to do a ground up custom home, you're either buying an old home that you're going to tear down or you're buying an empty lot. Either way, you'll be working with Dream Select Realty to finding the right lot in the right location for you. A lot of people think about the school districts, close to transit, etc. So definitely things to keep in mind in the beginning of creating that dream home. Now, going into the design. The first step would be for us to have a conversation of your non-negotiables and your wants. With that in mind, I will also be doing a study of the property and see what our limitations are and where we can push those boundaries a little bit further to make sure we get everything in your non-negotiables and as much as we can in your wants. From there, I'll draft up a blocking diagram, kind of giving you an idea of how big it can be and creating volumes. And then we dive into the nuances of how the space flows. So I'll be creating what we call schematics, variations of designs of where the spaces lay out, what's the sequence, how you experience your first floor into your second floor, your basement, your exterior spaces. Once we go through these different variations, you get to pick which one you really like, or we might even combine them and create a mixed design that we then further develop. Once we have that basic space planning of the rooms, we start looking more on the nuances of the aesthetics of a little bit more on the exterior materials, the interior materials. Do you want to do a smart home, bringing in all those elements into the design, figuring out where the lights go, your switches, if you want it to be on your phone through an app, what's connected to what. So it's really going deep diving into nuances. And don't worry, it's not your job to know how all this works. That's my job. My job will be to make it work. I'll just ask you questions, show you samples, and make sure that you're making an informed decision of what you want. And sometimes it might mean testing a couple things out. As we develop those drawings further, they become closer to what we call the construction set. Basically, the drawings where the contractor will price properly and also what we will likely file for permits. I also want to add an element with a custom home. It will be more than just a basic construction set. We will need those finished plans to show the contractor what finishes we really want, coordinating with the cabinetry selection, countertops, and also looking at elements in a smart home, what type of low voltage, what TVs you want installed that be part of the aesthetic as a whole. And as we develop that further, the set becomes more accurate for someone to price. And once we get to that moment, I can also help you out through that system of reviewing their bidding and make sure they're including the price for every element in the set and figuring out which one you feel more fit to work with. Sometimes it's not about the number itself, whether it's the lowest or highest. It's like, do they work for with your personality? Do you feel comfortable with them? Is the investment really the value they're providing? And also, once we have the permits, then we can start coordination overall of how that construction will process. And at that time, the contractor takes more of the lead, and I sit back and just observe and make sure things are done appropriately. So with a custom home, you really want the architect to take the project from start to finish to make sure it keeps the GC accountable, that the drawings are being used properly, and then everything's being implemented as assigned. I hope this gives you a rough outline of what it would take. Of course, it takes more time, nuances, but at least you are now with the knowledge of the process. And we can then discuss the timeline depending on the scale of the project that you're looking to do. So remember, when you're trying to find that property to build this home, reach out to Dream Select Realty, and then I'll jump on board, do the study, and then bring those drawings to life and have the GC do the rest for us. Have a great day. Are you a homeowner who is looking to expand your home so you have enough space for everything you need in your home? Or do you want to renovate because the interior just doesn't work for your needs anymore? Or are you someone who's looking for a property, but nothing that you've been looking at really fits what you need? Well, my name is Katherine Serrano Sosa. I'm the founder of Rooted Architecture Studio, and I can help you bring those renovations and adjustments to life. At Rooted Architecture Studio, we focus on creating meaningful, inclusive, client-centric designs for homeowners and investors. We walk you through the whole process of design and construction and making sure that you understand what's going on, but take away all the layers so you can sit back and just focus on the deliverables of what we're designing. We make sure that your non-negotiables are integrated and your wants and needs are integrated to the best of our abilities. So if you are looking to do anything that I just discussed, or just have ideas that you might want to talk about what the possibilities may be, give us a call and reach out through social media as well, and we'll be happy to help you. And if you're looking for a new property, make sure to connect with Dream Select Realty. They're the right people to help you find the right property for you and make sure that your needs are integrated. Or if we're renovating, we can all collaborate together to bring that vision to life.